Oh, we got a full hour of fun for you starting right now. It's Brooke and Jeffrey. Thanks for finding the podcast. I will say that the Car-Jitsu couple, if you know what I'm talking about, is back with a huge announcement.
Yes.
And we've got one of the most diabolical confessions today from a guy who figured out how to skip the holidays with his family.
Oh.
All right? That's just a little tease of what the next hour is going to be for you. But first, we got some good comments to read, right,
Yes,
Alexis?
I've been reading them all morning. Okay, I saw one from Paul Smithson. Okay, might be saying that wrong. Sorry, Paul. He says, I work as a handyman, and whenever I have to swim in mud under houses or push my way through attic insulation, you guys help me stay in a good mood.
Yay!
And I hate the itch fiberglass gives me, so your show is powerful stuff.
Oh, my God. Dude, my dad tried so hard to get me to work for him as an electrician. As he wanted me to be an apprentice. And after he named the crawl spaces and showed me where I'd have to go, I'm like, I can't. Not for $1 million. No, he's like, Brooke, it's just a couple of spiders.
No,
okay?
I have nightmares about those things.
A couple of spiders' nests with thousands in there, but it's fine.
No. So thanks, Paul. And Quentin said, since I'm first, can I be the comment reading? I love listening to y'all, and I don't think I've missed an episode ever since I found y'all on TikTok. Thanks for making my day.
Hey, well, he found us 2 days ago, guys.
Yeah.
So don't give him a lot of credit.
Hey, and thanks for finding us through TikTok. There's a lot of TikTok dupes out there. They're stealing all of our old stuff, but that's all right. That's all right. As long as you find us here and you get the official stuff, that's all we care about. So thank you. Comment, subscribe, share, like, do the thing, and let's get this show started.
It happened to Blockbuster.
Uh-oh.
It happened to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Ooh, who's going away now, Jeff?
Add another to the list because the company 23andMe just announced it's initiated Chapter 11 proceedings.
Everyone figured out where they belonged or where they came from.
I was reading, and they're like, well, part of the problem was people only came to use us once.
And then you kind of know.
Not much of a business model when it's a one and done. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Am I still Costa Rican after last year or no?
I'm just curious, did anybody in this room do an ancestry test through them?
You guys made me do one like a few years ago.
Was it 23andMe?
I think it was, or
Dude,
it was one of them.
I'm not joking. You need to go in and delete your info ASAP because they don't know what's going to happen to everybody's information.
That's the problem. Everybody who used them's freaking out, wondering what is going to happen with all of my DNA data.
They just send in the spit tube.
Do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Give me the bad news. Always bad news first.
I'm going to start with the good news here.
Jeff,
I guess
why'd you ask?
the good news is they had a massive data breach about a year ago. So already 7 million people's private DNA info was already stolen.
And that was before they were bankrupt,
Before the bankruptcy. So the information's already out there. That's the good news.
This is how my Twitter got hacked.
I don't know how this was good, Jeff.
The bad news, no one's sure who is going to eventually buy all of the remaining data.
Dude,
but
somebody could just buy your DNA.
That's weird.
Whoever does buy it, though, as long as they respect privacy and HIPAA laws, then there's a 23% chance you'll probably be safe, which is weird because it's 23andMe.
Dude, when this first came out and it was all popular, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. I want to do that. And I was talking to my best friend about it, who happens to be a lawyer. And she's like, whatever you do, do not take any of those DNA tests.
And then you guys made me do it.
Guinea pig.
There's not enough laws surrounding it yet.
I hope I'm traveling in Europe in like 10 years and I walk by me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm glad the clear people at the airport only have my retina and my fingerprint scans. There's nothing they can do with that.
That's a little less obtrusive than DNA, Jeff.
There is a possibility that the guy who owns Tinder is going to buy it and then use the info to stop accidental cousin dates from happening, which is just bad news for Brooke and her family. So there really is not a lot of good news coming out of this.
I mean, they used to do that with blood types on your marriage certificate.
Yeah,
Really?
not anymore.
True story.
Here is something to smile about, though. The shock collar question of the day.
Yay!
You can't file Chapter 11 on a segment that's already morally bankrupt.
It makes zero money.
Our digital producer knows it. Show him why.
Today is National Joe Day.
Hey, I'm a Joe.
Whether you're a Joe or a Joey or a Joseph, a JoJo, or even Joe Mama, today is your day to shine.
Yay, look at us.
But let's be honest, not all Joes are created equal. You've got your average Joes, Your Schmo Joes, your Sloppy Joes, your G.I. Joes.
Oh, my goodness.
But some Joes really stood out above the rest and made their mark on the world. And that's why today we're going to quiz your famous Joe knowledge during a special You Don't Know Joe edition of Plenty of 20. You say number 1 through 20, I'll give you clues about a famous real or fictional Joe.
Or fake.
You just have to name them to stay in the game. We'll start with the woman who wants to know if Joe Grandpa has any space in his will and testament. That's Alexis.
8.
Number 8. Alexis, this Joe went from Amtrak enthusiast to the Oval Office.
Oh.
I mean,
You sound
one
just
Joe
like him right now. It's hilarious.
What?
Pretty simple.
Oh, even better impression when she said
Joe
what?
Biden.
Oh,
Got there.
There's trains, and I like them. They're everywhere.
Everyone likes trains. Brooke, it's your turn.
All right, give me Joe number 12.
Brooke, this actor is both terrifying and hilarious, and he can make funny how the most intimidating question ever.
Ooh.
What Joe is this?
Whoa.
Funny how?
Funny where?
Funny like
That's
a clown?
Jack Black. Who? Joe? I'm funny how?
I think I've heard
Joe.
that before.
Funny how? I don't
Joe.
know. It's not ringing a bell.
Oh, man. I can't think of it either.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, I guess. But he's not a
Not really an
comedian,
actor.
is
Well,
he?
he tries to be a comedian. He says
No,
he is, but
Joe Schmo. I don't know.
Joe Schmo. Spike TV's reality show from the early 2000s is not a person. It's Joe Pesci. Says funny how I believe in Goodfellas.
I would have never.
when the line when he's like, funny,
Yeah.
am I funny to you?
Yeah,
Funny how?
funny how, yeah.
Now I
Okay.
I would have
get it.
never gotten there.
I didn't get there until after.
Sorry, I saved the accents for Jose. That's why I didn't do the Italian one.
Yeah, just say, Jose, help me here.
Jose, it's your turn. Help me out with a number.
4.
4. Jose, this is the only Joe who could throw a football so well people still talk about him instead of
Easy.
the state.
Well, hold on. My original thing is Mean Joe Green from the commercial, but Joe Throw, Joe Flacco.
Oh my God, I know this
There's
one.
a
Can I
lot of
steal it?
quarterbacks,
There's a
huh?
Joe. I mean, Joe Brady. Tom
Yeah.
Cousin. This in the jeans.
I thought that was his stepbrother.
Fourth string backup quarterback.
I cannot think of this. And
Oh,
Brooke
you
has
know
it.
it.
I'm gonna feel dumb. I'm gonna say Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco is incorrect. I'm thinking of Joe Montana.
Oh.
I said Joe
From the
Montana.
state, Montana.
Oh, got it.
Jeffrey, it's your turn. 8, 4, and 12 are off the board.
Number 2.
Number 2. Jeffrey, proof that you don't need a job, money, or talent if you have enough sandwiches. What
Hey.
TV character Joe is it?
Oh my gosh, I know it.
And I need his first and last name.
I think I know this one. I think Jeff very much knows this one.
Sandwiches.
A famous sandwich Joe. There's Bob's Burgers. Is there,
Is there a guy named Joe in Bob's Burgers? I can't think of one.
The Subway guy was not a Joe.
Ooh, and that,
No.
can't think of that guy
No.
anymore. That was a Jared.
There was a guy.
Oh,
in a
Jimmy John.
Jimmy John.
I almost
I feel
got
like I'm
there.
getting close.
Is it?
I wanna help.
Jersey
it's-
Mike.
Oh, they're all very generic names when
Yeah.
we talk
They
about
are.
sandwich guys.
Don't need a job, money, or talent if you have enough sandwiches.
You
What
don't
Joe
need a
is that?
job or money
Oh.
or talent.
What if
Does
it's
have a job?
what if it's just a competitive eater?
Oh, Joey Chestnut.
My
yes.
future best friend?
There we go. Thank you,
Hey.
Joey Chestnut.
Jeffrey said Joey Chestnut. That is
what?
incorrect. He didn't have a job a lot of the time. He was an actor sometimes.
Joey
Ate a bunch of
Tribbiani.
sandwiches. Joey Tribbiani
That's
from
who I thought
Friends.
the whole time.
My
Jeffrey.
God.
That's why I was like, dude, you know this one.
We really didn't know Joe at all. Did any of us get any right?
I don't
Yeah.
think
Oh, Alexis did.
Oh,
Yeah, Joe Biden. Steel vault memory in action. So Alexis gets to choose who gets shocked while singing Cotton Eye Joe by the Rednecks.
Brooke's gotta sing it.
Yeah,
All right.
come on. Brings me back to college. Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I feel like that's Marla's backstory.
I wanted to
Like you
go
would have
with
married him. Where did he come?
That's your shot collar question of the day. We got your phone tap coming up in just a few minutes.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We are, what now, 9 months away from Christmas?
We're doing that countdown?
Yay!
I'm going to go with no thank you, Jeff.
Let's go.
Well, I'm already getting stressed about the holidays, even though it's 9 months out.
Really?
Just thinking about my Uncle Lou after 3 eggnogs go into another rant about how the Tooth Fairy's actually a government spy for the deep state.
Oh, yeah,
Be
totally.
a power move by the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. Well, one of our listeners was in the same boat, worried about the holidays, and instead of visiting his family, he figured out how to escape the holidays for an entire week.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, was his plan diabolical? Sure.
Oh.
Did he have to lie to all of his loved ones?
Oh.
Of course.
Yeah.
But he says it was the best week of his whole year.
Oh.
And you're going to hear how he did it in a brand new Mass Speaker coming up right now.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, not too long ago, I had the unfortunate situation where I scheduled a marathon on the same day I was supposed to be a guest at a nighttime wedding.
Oh, no.
I finished the marathon,
Wow.
but
did?
exhausted. I was determined to stay awake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't last long. Nodded off around 8 p.m. at my table.
No.
They woke me up at midnight when everything was shutting down.
No! You're forever in the video. The guy is
Yeah.
sleeping at
Yeah.
the table.
I hope you wore
Girl.
your little medal so they knew what you did at least. You know?
I say good friends for letting you rest.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know you're making the wedding book for sure, and we'll remember you forever if you come on to this segment and share a big secret with us and all of our listeners, because we can keep you anonymous for it. And that's the deal we struck with our listener, Warren, today. At least that's his fake name that he
Yeah,
chose for
right.
himself. Warren, welcome to the show.
Hey guys,
What up?
thanks for having me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Warren.
We love a good confession, Warren.
Love when a person's awake. I'm like, that.
Yeah, thanks for being awake.
Yeah.
Off to a great start. Voice changer is on. You are the Mass Speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
All right, so I haven't told anybody this, but this past holiday season, I was just over it.
Okay.
Oh,
Over
Over the
like the
season?
whole idea of the holidays?
Yeah, I just did not want to do the whole holiday thing. I mean,
Okay.
uh-oh.
Is it normally a big thing in your family or?
oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a lot of expectations going into the season for you.
Why do you feel
Yeah.
that way?
Well, I mean, you have to travel and then small talk with your family about the same old crap.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It sounds
it's
like Jeff.
expensive.
Is Jeff calling in?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I feel you, brother.
I mean, I love my family, but I just couldn't do it this year.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you do? Did your own thing or
Yeah.
what?
What, did you break your mother's heart and not show up? Is that what you did? Okay, because if my kids are listening and they plan on doing that in 20 years when they're adults, they will be written out of the will.
Was that your plan?
Well, so I told my parents I was going to be visiting with my girlfriend's family for Christmas.
Oh,
And then,
God.
Okay, well, at least they could understand that.
No, I won't understand it.
and then I told my girlfriend that I was going to go home and visit my family for Christmas.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
wait. You
You
weren't
lied.
You weren't going to your girlfriend's family's house?
You didn't want to spend it with her either?
Well, no, I mean, I said that because, like, going to her family's would have been the same story, different locations.
Yeah, we get why you said it.
Yeah.
You were lying to both, so you didn't have to see anyone.
Yeah, so everyone thinks you have
Yeah.
other commitments, and really, you're just doing your own thing, right?
And what did you do?
Yeah, so instead, I booked myself a solo trip to Hawaii.
Hey!
Dude.
Boy.
Dude,
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know who would be
Yeah.
more mad if they found out your mother for lying to them or your girlfriend for not taking her to Hawaii.
Ooh, that would be a big
That
trouble,
is
actually.
so risky.
Seriously, how did that go?
Well, I mean, look, for one whole week, I just relaxed. I laid out by the pool. I watched movies. I got room service. And I had total peace. I'll be honest with you guys. It was amazing.
Oh, and he
loved
loved
it.
it. Oh,
Of course you
no.
did.
What happens if, like, someone wants to FaceTime you? Like, your dad is like, oh, let's
on
call him and
Christmas,
talk to him
yeah.
on Christmas. Or your girlfriend does the same.
You have to run down to the lobby and buy the Christmas tree?
So at night, I'd do a Zoom call with my girlfriend from my hotel room, just sitting on the bed. Told her I was in my parents' guest room.
Oh. She
so
sees the pillow behind
She
you.
hasn't been to your parents' house before?
No.
Okay, so she wouldn't know.
So then I'd do a Zoom call with my parents after that, and I'd just be totally free the rest of the time. I mean, no joke, it was the best holiday break I ever had.
And I guess if you don't do it near a window where there's a palm tree behind you.
Yeah.
Or the light. Like, it's, it's the time change, too.
Was it hard to keep that charade going because you're having to lie to two different people at the same time?
Well, honestly, the hardest part was that I had to be careful about not coming home too tan because that would have totally given
In Hawaii?
That's really funny. I didn't think of that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, if you come home like super tan, like don't your parents live up in like the northeast where it's like covered in snow?
Right.
That is so funny. So wait, did you ever get caught?
No, so, I mean, I just had to make sure that I had to stay in the shade the whole time, which wasn't easy, but I came home afterwards and felt super rejuvenated. I mean, no one had any idea, and my girlfriend had no idea, and we're still really good.
Oh, my God.
You do know at some point you're going to have your first Christmas together, and your parents are going to be confused because you've already done that, right?
Backtracking.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't think about that,
You
did
gotta
you?
bring
It's
it
your
up.
problem. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Future Warren will worry about that.
I mean, the thing is, I know I can't do this forever, but I'm just kind of like pushing back my proposal with her because I just want one last holiday vacation by myself. I mean, I want to do it one more time. It was so rejuvenating.
Okay. One more holiday solo. You'll lie to everybody just one last time for Christmas.
And then you'll get engaged.
Yes.
As long as she doesn't find out.
Yes.
Because then there will be no relationship.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, I don't look at it as lying. I'm just, not telling them the whole.
No. When you say that you're going to be at your girlfriend's for Christmas and you're in Hawaii
Brooke,
by yourself, that's
That's
fully
a
a
bold
lie.
It's not lying. It's just not telling the truth.
Oh, buddy.
Totally different things.
God.
Anyway.
Yeah, the Hawaiian culture, I don't think there's lying at all.
No,
So you're
they don't
good.
have a
It's
word
called
for
lay.
that. Laying,
That's
yes.
what you're doing.
And that's called relaxing. So you enjoy getting laid in Hawaii this holiday season.
Yeah, because you're not going to get laid at all once you get caught.
And text in to 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you our next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
The work from home crowd. There's still a few left.
God, good for you.
jealous.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
We are all jealous of
Yeah.
you. And if you're in the customer service business, you're probably on your couch, in your PJs, sipping a hot cocoa, pretending to listen to the client while watching the Menendez brothers documentary in the background. I mean, you're living the life, basically. So Brooke is going to try to live vicariously through those people by pretending to be a work-at-home claims adjuster for an insurance company. Let's see how that works out in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi, my name is Jazzy Peach. I'm calling from Insurance. Is this Bonnie?
Oh, hi. Yes, it is.
Great, Bonnie. Oh, I love that name.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I just wanted to call about the recent claim you made on your insurance. Oh, and I do...
Do you need details or...
real quick, before we start anything, formalities out of the way, this call is being recorded for quality assurance.
Okay.
And I am working from home at the moment.
Oh, lucky you.
Isn't it great? Okay, so let's just start from the beginning.
Is that your toilet?
Excuse me, what?
Did you seriously just flush your toilet on me?
I didn't hear that. Huh. Weird.
You didn't just flush the toilet.
I didn't hear it.
And that was a zipper.
Oh, was it?
Do you need a few minutes, to get yourself together, or...
Oh, I'm not distracted at all. I am right here with you. Mono.
I don't want to be right there with you if you're in the bathroom. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, not in the bathroom anymore, so we're all good. All right, let's
Okay, but I didn't hear you wash your hands.
Wow, that seems a little judgy. You're not going to hear everything I do on this call.
It was totally judgy. I meant it to be judgy.
Okay, so you were reversing out of your driveway.
Are those okay?
Yes.
Do I hear a duck now?
Oh,
You own a duck?
Oh, I don't own a duck. I'm fostering him.
Okay, but
I haven't fed him his grilled cheese yet this morning.
Uh-huh.
Or how is Mama supposed to get anything done if you keep interrupting me?
Okay, I need you to listen to me.
Okay.
I am busy. You are calling me during the workday. I do not have the luxury of working at home and playing with the duck.
Listen, you and I are locked in. I was not playing with Barnaby. He was just noodling me. You know how ducks can be.
No, I don't.
Oh.
But I do know that we need to get on with my claim.
Right. And I have that right here in front of me. But can you just give me 1 second? I'm just feeling so parched. And
oh, my God.
I need a little sip of Pepsi.
What the hell is that now?
Where were we?
What was that? You know, that was right in my ear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have moved the straw away. Okay, as far as the damage to your vehicle, that's what we're concerned about right now. You have got to be kidding me.
You know, I was just going to say the same thing.
The timing. Oh, just hold for 1 second. My Uber Eats driver is outside and he can't get through the electric fence.
The electric fence.
That's so funny.
FBI, open up!
Oh my, that's not my Uber Eats.
What is going on?
Okay, looks like they found me. So here's what's going to happen. I need to finish up your call, then I have to go underground. So
I need you to finish this.
You know what I need from you? I need you to please tell my story and don't let people forget me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to forget you as soon as this is over.
I knew using my real name was a mistake. Jazzy Peach, of course they'd find me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what? Look at that. That wasn't the FBI at the door. Did you hear that?
I don't know what I'm hearing at this point.
Oh, you're hearing a round of applause for being on a prank phone call.
A prank phone call.
Yeah. This is actually Brooke from Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
This past few minutes of insanity was a prank.
Yeah, it's a phone tap. It's a thing we do on the show.
What show?
That was the surprise party to end it all. Woo! Isn't that fun?
Okay,
Bonnie?
What is really going on?
What's really going on is your boyfriend set you up. He said you've been frustrated with the insurance oh, sorry, that actually was my zipper. But that you've been frustrated with the insurance companies and thought he'd make you laugh.
Do I sound like I'm laughing?
Not yet, but I could make that happen.
And he thought this was funny.
Well, he hasn't heard it yet, so maybe not. He might not think it's funny either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I love working from home. Oh, I think she hung up.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's not easy to date a professional athlete.
Oof.
You have to deal with the fame, the travel, the constant protein shake breath. A lot of peanut butter smells.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's even harder to date an athlete in a totally obscure sport that you've never even heard of before.
Oh, I never thought of that.
That was the biggest obstacle facing one of our listeners. We were all wondering, one, is this sport actually real? And two, is it possible to date anybody who does it? Today, all of our questions are going to be answered because we have two listeners coming back for a special second date update.
Yay!
That happens right after this.
Second date update.
If you put something on your dating profile or your dating app and everybody thinks it's a joke, but it's 100% serious, what are you supposed to do?
Just go with it.
You roll with it or do you correct them every time?
Laugh at yourself a little bit.
For example, on my J-Date profile, I wrote, my mom made this dating account without my permission because she is that desperate for me to find love.
Wait, after you made the profile, you didn't take that part I thought she did make it for you.
She did. And then I took it over and I was like, I didn't make this. My mom did.
Oh, but you went with it still.
I did.
Interesting.
The women did not think it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not a woman, so I think it's funny. Though.
Yeah. And one of our
they
listeners.
saw the truth in it.
Yeah. Bro, that's hilarious.
One of our listeners knows exactly what it's like to be misunderstood on the dating apps. His name is Mike. So, Mike, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how you guys doing?
It did say in your email that women do not believe what's written on your bio is actually real. What's on there?
So, yeah, I put on my profile that I'm a Car-Jitsu expert.
A what?
Car-Jitsu.
Car-Jitsu.
Not jiu-jitsu.
No.
See, Brooke, this is why people get confused. Even just the word doesn't make any sense to people.
What does it mean? You grapple with automobiles?
Well, everyone thinks it's a made-up term, right? Yeah. But I do it. It's a real sport. And I sent you guys a video clip in my email.
Yeah, I do have the video clip that you sent. Let me take a second to show my co-host because they have not seen this yet. Are you ready to look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh, they're doing jiu-jitsu inside a car.
They're fighting in a car, doors closed. Oh my God, they're in the back seat now.
So this is how it works, right? At the start of the match, you have two people sit in the driver's seat and one in the passenger seat.
Okay.
So now once the match starts, both fighters, we just unbuckle ourselves. And we just attempt to get at the other person. We attempt to subdue them in the vehicle.
Oh, this is like Brooke and her husband at makeout point.
Yeah, right when they park. It's like, seatbelt, get over here.
Who can pin the other?
I mean, spoiler, but I always win.
Yeah. I'd put money on you.
Okay, I mean.
5 minutes in and out, Brooke.
Is it frustrating that people don't know what this is, or are you okay with that?
Yeah, all the girls ask me about it.
Right.
And they get really confused.
Yeah, isn't that why you put it on your profile so you could send them videos of you sexily grappling with men?
Well, first of all, I put it on my profile because they ask you what your job is, right? And that's my job.
What? You make a living out of it.
Car-Jitsu expert.
Yeah, so I travel around internationally for this.
Cool.
Well, you know, slap boxing is huge in all these other countries right now, and people think it's hilarious in America, but it's literally generating millions of dollars.
There's lots of strange, unusual sports that people don't know about, and it's good that we have a backup plan for when our careers go down the drain.
Oh,
so
I'm going to do that pony prancing one where you act like a pony.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Show horsing thing.
Yeah.
But how does this get into you and your date that you went on?
Yeah, so pretty much all the girls ask me about it, and they get really confused.
Yeah.
But Catherine, she said she's actually seen it online before.
Okay. And Catherine is the woman that we're going to be calling today.
You found the one person that knew what this was.
That's cool.
So did she take a huge interest on your date?
Yeah, that really helped me break the ice with it.
Okay.
Aww.
Where'd you go?
We went to a bar, and it was going all right. But things started getting a little out of hand when we started drinking.
Uh-oh.
In a fun way or a bad way?
Well, she basically stood up and said, my boyfriend will take anyone on in Car-Jitsu.
Oh, no. Oh, but she called you her boyfriend, so that's kind of cute, right? Do you like that or do you not like that?
No, I loved it.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
She actually pulled out her phone and showed these videos to a few tables.
Oh, so she was proud of you, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's not horrible.
But everyone was laughing.
It does look funny.
The move from the front seat to the back seat was
pretty funny. Yeah. You roll into the back seat with another grown
Especially
man.
if you don't know jiu-jitsu. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, just rolling around fighting in a car.
Yeah, were you offended that there was laughter?
Well, I get it's kind of different when it looks unusual and a little funny. But I've been training for this for years, and I do make a decent amount of money from it. You know, I'm living from it.
As long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters, brother.
So, but I mean, did that ruin your date? Because it sounds so good. Like she called you boyfriend.
Yeah, but afterwards, she realized that maybe she was getting a little bit out of control.
Okay. Maybe she's embarrassed?
No, well, she kept saying, you're mad. And really, I wasn't mad, but I was kind of getting annoyed that she kept telling me that I was.
I've really been there.
Really does.
You are mad. I know. It's I'm really not.
Yeah.
It's I'm going to be if you keep saying that.
It really does sound like they're in a relationship already, doesn't it?
Oh, and the fact that she was like, look at my man.
That's why
a good thing.
You don't want to let her go. I understand why you reached out to us. What's happened since that night?
Pretty much, bro, she's not calling me.
Okay. All right. And do you have any idea why?
She might be embarrassed because she was a bit drunk, but I don't take anything about it. I still think she's an amazing girl.
All right. Well, maybe you just need a chance to tell her that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I called. I hope you guys can get her on the line.
Oh.
All right.
Was that a threat? Because I don't want to make you mad or anything, dude.
Do you want to?
No, I hope you're not mad.
He drives to the station. He's like, get in, Jeff.
Okay. We're going to do whatever you say here, Mike. We're just going to come back. We'll call Catherine for you, and we'll make sure that you get your second date update right after this, okay?
Buckle up, everyone.
All right, thanks.
All right, don't hurt me.
Second date update.
You're in the middle of a second date update, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
We've heard a lot of people's stories on this show, their professions, their interests and hobbies. This might be one of the strangest, though, because one of our listeners, Mike, is a professional Car-Jitsu fighter.
Yeah.
Or Car-Jitsu wrestler. I still don't know what the exact terminology is.
I think an artist like MMA, it's like a car artist.
Yeah.
Artist.
Whatever he is, he's a pro at it.
Yeah.
But somebody who was familiar with it and was proud of him was his date, Catherine.
A little too proud, Jeff.
Yeah, she was so proud that at the bar, she drunkenly stood up and challenged any man there to fight her boyfriend in Carjitsu. And that's where the fun kind of ended, because she began to sober up afterwards and started saying, "Are you mad at me that I told everybody about that and showed them the videos? Are you mad?" And he kept saying no, and she kept saying, "Yeah, I can tell you're mad at me. You're mad."
Yeah.
And that didn't go well. So now here we are, days later. She might be too embarrassed to talk to him again. At least that's what Mike thinks.
Mike, are you mad at us?
What? Oh, I get it.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Are you saying
We're here to help, Mike.
I mean, if we don't get him a date.
Alexis knows.
So do you have any final thoughts before we call Catherine? Anything else that we should know?
Look, I really want to see her again. I mean, it's just really rare to find a girl who actually knows about this and who's probably going to be willing to support me through it. You know, she was literally my biggest cheerleader that night.
Oh, I can totally imagine her when you're in the middle of a match or whatever it is, her banging on the window, cheering for you of the car. I see it.
Maybe she can get into the profession a little bit too if this works out. I'm going to dial her right now. Let's see if she picks up. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Catherine?
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Catherine, we're a radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, and we're hoping to borrow just a few minutes of your time, if that's okay.
No.
Did you say no?
Oh,
that's funny.
You're allowed to.
Yeah, we don't get no very often, Catherine. Can I ask? Can we ask why?
Can we ignore the no?
The thing is, we're not calling on behalf of us. We're actually calling on behalf of somebody you know, a guy named Mike that you went on a date with recently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, does that change things? Do you want to talk to us now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, good.
That was quick.
Because we don't just call random people for no reason. This is part of a segment we do called Second Date Update.
Okay.
So,
sorry, I don't.
We're on a mission. We want to hook you back up with Mike.
Because he told us the story of what happened that night, and...
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. Are you embarrassed?
Okay,
it sounds like a fun night.
It was a fun night. I am embarrassed.
Okay.
I'm not too drunk.
Oh, that's fine. We've all been there.
He mentioned that you stood up at one point and challenged everybody in the bar to fight him in Carjitsu.
Yeah.
I did do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like maybe that wasn't the problem then with the night. We're trying to help Mike figure out if there was a specific reason that you've been avoiding him or not wanting to see him again.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happened. I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
And so I told my roommate about the situation, but she didn't know what Carjitsu was, so I showed her a few videos.
Yeah.
And she told me that I absolutely cannot date this guy.
Why?
Your roommate said that?
No.
Has she battled him and lost in a fight? You can't date my mortal enemy.
He can throw a punch.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she made some valid points. You know, he's a professional fighter. And so he's going to get hurt. And if this turns into something more serious, I'm going to have to take care of him while he's hurt.
Well, isn't that every woman's dream, to take care of a man like a baby child until they're old?
Especially when they're a retired pro athlete. That's when they're at their peak.
Right.
They're so fun to be around.
Don't you think you're like way jumping the gun? I mean, you were thinking about 25 steps down the line here.
I'm 100% jumping the gun, but I'm looking for something more long-term. And so I fully admit, I'm like, all right, if we have kids, like I did that whole bit, if we have kids, how long is he going to be doing Car-Jitsu for? Like, he can't possibly sustain
get
that.
the kids in the Car-Jitsu, little baby seats in the back, and then they're fighting out of their baby
they could start in those little driver cars they get when they're babies, you know?
No, I could see why you would have some concerns about the future of your guys' relationship, but we're not the people to defend that. The only person that can is Mike himself, and he just happens to be on the other line right now, waiting to talk to you.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, he says.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, that's how this works, Catherine.
Please not tell me this.
Mike?
Yeah. Well, you're seriously not calling me because your roommate thinks it's too dangerous? Come on. Look, I've trained so hard for this. This is literally what I do every single day. I train hard not to get hurt. That's literally my main job, is not to get hurt.
Are you hearing that?
I understand that. You're doing fine right now, but maybe in the future, I don't know, someone wraps the seatbelt around your neck and pulls too hard. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh.
I would never let that happen. Come on. I got this little counter thing that I do with my two thumbs. It works every single time.
Whoa.
Wait, that can happen?
Don't give away your secrets to all the Car-Jitsu listeners who might be fighting you in the future. You don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This is like way more violent than I expected it to be. Maybe she's...
See, that's what I'm saying. This is something I have to think about.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well...
I never realized
now
that,
I want to know.
She's concerned about your future there, Mike. Is this something that you see doing for, like, the rest of your life as a way to earn income?
You say you make money.
No. That's what she doesn't understand. I do have a backup plan.
Okay, what is it? What's your backup plan?
Like a ref?
Boat jitsu.
What'd you just say?
It's like
I'm sorry, what?
Boat jitsu.
Boat jitsu? You're going from Car-Jitsu to boat jitsu?
Why does it seem more dangerous you could fall in the water?
No, it's definitely more safe because if you fall in the water.
Okay.
You drown in the water. What do you mean that's more safe?
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, you have to wear a life vest.
There
padded.
we go. You know what?
Some of the punches.
Boat jitsu. First thing, safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
Listen, boat jitsu versus Car-Jitsu, I don't see how that's better.
I do think that we're all thinking way too long term here. The whole goal of this call is to just set you guys up on one more date. What do you think, Catherine? It's a date that we'll pay for if you're up for it.
I mean, if anything, he really likes you, and I think that's really sweet.
We might even do like a little day cruise just so that you can get a little preview of boat jitsu.
Do not put them on a boat together.
Well, I'm not going to fight you.
Some guy's going to bump
captain
into
or
him and he's
whoever.
going to get triggered.
I want to put him on 2 paddleboards, see what happens.
Oh, that'd be good.
So sorry, Catherine. We're running out of time. We need an answer. What do you think about one more date with Mike?
Fine, I'll do one more date.
Yay! Okay. Look at that.
There we go.
Mike, there you go. You have exactly 3 days to change careers and figure out how to support yourself financially. Good luck.
All right, thanks, guys.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I know I'm not the only one who's been wanting to hear from these two again.
Oh,
and
for sure.
finally, we've got Mike and Catherine back on the phone for an update.
Mathurin, as I call them.
Oh, God, they have a couple name already?
Yeah.
We don't even know if they're still dating.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Let's talk to him.
Not.
Hey, guys, how's it going? It sounds like you are still together and unconcussed.
We are together.
Yay.
Yay, Mathurin lives.
It's been pretty crazy, but so good.
Wait, what's been crazy?
Just the fighting, you mean? The Car-Jitsu?
Just fixing his broken nose over and over again.
Oh, you guys are fighting each other now? Cute.
It's kind of
Why don't I let
crazy
him talk
because,
about that?
Catherine's been my biggest fan and supporter.
Oh,
wow.
Good.
Catherine.
She should be. That's great.
that's awesome. So do you go to like a lot of Carjitsu matches, Catherine?
I have. I really have.
Oh, that's adorable.
She makes the signs and everything.
You're like the one in the crowd.
Yeah.
I love that, though, for your man.
Yeah, the more we went out, I just found out there's more to life than just tying seatbelts around people's necks so they can't breathe. You know?
There
Classic
is?
saying,
God,
dude.
there is
Wow.
such deep moments on this show.
Okay. All right.
That's actually really sweet. So you found other interests or what?
Yeah, and that's exactly why this Friday is actually going to be my final Carjitsu match.
What?
Wait,
Wait.
you're retiring?
You're giving it up?
Well, I just think our relationship is just too important to risk it anymore.
Wait, you can't have both?
I keep reminding him he's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
And you get beat up for a living.
You don't want to be choking people out in a Subaru into your 70s and 80s. I feel like you got
that makes it better.
I would love
maybe.
I would go see two old guys in a car.
Okay.
Go at it.
Hold on, my grip is weird.
Well, I don't know if they have it, but hopefully, Mike, someday you'll end up in the Car-Jitsu Hall of Fame, and you guys can take your kids to see Daddy's golden seatbelt trophy up on the wall and be like, oh, those were the days.
Why do I picture just a Honda Accord parked outside of a mini mall with the sign propped up next to it?
That's the Hall of Fame.
All of your words are just on the windshield.
Wow. Well, hey, congratulations. We're glad to hear that you two are still together and that you're moving forward with your relationship. So cool.
No, we're really happy.
Yay!
All right.
Car fighting leads to love.
Well, keep us updated on how your relationship continues to change and what your next endeavor is going to be, Mike.
Awesome. Thank you guys for all your help.
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Finally, somebody found a way to make eggs cheaper.
What?
And it's all thanks to a life hack from over a century ago.
All right.
This can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe the most ridiculous gender reveal we've ever heard. And it happens in Florida. I know, shocker. We're going to tell you how it went down and why so many people are up in arms in the comments during a brand new
Tik Tok Click Shock.
That's coming up right now. Finally, after years of petitions, the U.S. government is remodeling the Statue of Liberty.
What?
Giving her a yacht and replacing her torch with an iPhone so she can...
Tik Tok Click Shock.
America!
Okay.
It's Tik Tok Click Shock.
I see. No open flames anymore.
No. It's where we discuss the biggest TikTok videos from the past week. We're going to get right to your first TikTok Click Shock. Which is a new trend that's been happening when it comes to tattoos.
Oh.
Because now the enduring pain of getting one could be over.
What?
If you're willing to shell out enough cash.
Hold on. Isn't that what makes getting a tattoo make you kind of bad? You know,
I don't think the people who get a full sleeve care about the pain anymore.
No, what's his name? The quarterback for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, got a full back tat and got so much crap online for getting numbing cream.
Well, it's because multiple
Brooke's on board.
multiple artists say that more people are looking to get one while under general anesthesia.
Oh, okay.
Every time you go under anesthesia, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
The problem, though, is remember, you're not doing it in a hospital with doctors and nurses applying it. It's some rando 50-year-old with a skull t-shirt and fire coming out of the eye hole. So he's going to be administering it to you. I'm sure you'll be fine, though, right?
Yeah.
At that point, why don't you just take a couple rips off his bong that he's definitely got in the back and call it good?
One of the country's leading anesthesiologists, Dr. Tiffany Moon, had something to say about it.
Apparently, I am now the spokesperson for not having general anesthesia for tattoo procedures because y'all keep sending these videos to me and it makes me so angry that people are doing this. I don't think this was in America, but anyway, y'all know that 45-year-old influencer guy recently just died on the table while he was having general anesthesia for a tattoo, which is just ridiculous. And then if they give him just a little too much medicine or it's really long and the medicine starts to accumulate and he stops breathing, well, you about to have yourself a Michael Jackson situation.
Oh,
wow. Kept it real light and fun there, didn't
she? Yeah. So the whole situation's not great. And many of the comments are obviously opposed to the idea. One person named Jelly Beans said, I've had more pain during dental cleanings than from getting tattoos.
Oh, really? Wow.
So just suck it up. The basic thought is,
dentist.
if you can't handle getting inked the normal way, then just don't get inked at all.
Does anyone on the show have a single tattoo?
No. I don't. None of us
don't either.
Too much of a wuss. No.
I think I'm going to get Jeff's face over my face.
Oh,
that's cute.
I know.
I like it.
It's really cool.
Yeah, the
Man.
eyebrows will look good. They're big.
The beard is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all blacked in.
I thought it was sweet at first. Now it feels like you're trolling me.
Oh, no, I love you, Jeff.
That was a TikTok Click Shock. You're next.
Woo! Tik Tok Click Click Shock!
Is a Florida couple that went viral for their gender reveal party.
Oh, no.
Is that still even a thing? Are people still doing those?
In Florida, I guess.
Yeah.
It's always bigger and better.
Well, this one was definitely unique. I've never heard of this idea before, but the couple has New York Italian roots.
Okay.
So they thought it'd be a fun idea to do the reveal on TikTok by going to an Italian restaurant. Then, when the time was right, the husband and wife each held one side of a large sauce pot and poured it over some noodles.
What?
This is kind of cute.
And if the sauce had meatballs in it, it's a boy.
Okay, that's
And the
really
meatballs.
cute.
That's really funny.
The sauce has no meatballs, then it's a girl.
Okay.
And I would play you the video, but it's just Italian music. Like, you can't hear
Okay.
anything besides that.
Oh,
so,
there's no audio.
So was there meatballs?
The big reveal happened, and no meatballs.
It's a little girl.
It's gonna be a girl.
Grandma's crying, oh, that's some marinara sauce.
Yeah.
And in the video, the wife immediately bursts into tears because she, quote, really, really wanted a boy.
Oh, no. See, like, don't do the video if you actually care that much one way or the other.
After the video got to 500,000 views, comments started rolling in, quote, classless.
Oh.
Another said, this isn't cultural. It's created on negative stereotypes.
I mean, they have a point there, but it's better than a bucket of hot dogs poured over them.
Well, the couple,
American style.
they just decided to roll with it, saying some Italians loved it, some didn't, but to each their own. And they are going to be doing their baby moon in Sicily next month.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cute.
See, they're a real Italian family.
That was a TikTok Click Shock. And your final,
Woo! TikTok Click Shock!
they say everything old is new again.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Well, how about a money-saving hack from the 1930s during the Great Depression?
Hey, let's do this
What
one.
are we going to do?
Because, you know, eggs have been such a big topic lately, of course, because of the price hikes and all the inflation.
Yeah.
So let's say you manage to find a great deal on 5 dozen eggs.
Oh, that's a lot of. That's
is a lot.
How are you going to eat all those?
That's
Jeff?
the problem.
Yeah.
So you got to do what our great-great-great-grandparents did 100 years ago and preserve your eggs.
Oh, we're going to pickle them?
Like this lady does.
You're going to take an ounce of pickle lime to 1 quart of water and pour it in. And make sure they're completely covering the eggs. We got my lid and ring. You're going to put those on tight. And there you'll have it. You just preserved eggs for as long as 2 years.
No.
So if you didn't catch that,
Oh, they look funky,
you
bro.
can preserve your eggs for up to 2 years, according to this woman, by submerging them in water, lime, and pickle juice combo and then sealing that in a jar.
Isn't this what they serve at the bars? Like when I watch The Simpsons and you go to Moe's, this is that jar.
That was my question. I have been to so many bars growing up, and I don't know if it's just the area I grew up in where there is a jar of pickled eggs on the counter next to a jar of pickled pig's feet. And it's hard for me.
Definitely the area, bro.
Yeah.
I've definitely never seen
And then
that
you get
either.
some pull tabs.
That's called
Those
the
eggs
sticks.
were birthed during the Great Depression, though, still around.
Yeah,
so it's
I
kind
mean,
of
the jars
impressive.
at the bars look like they're from the 1930s.
They do.
Yeah.
Again, this is a hack from 100 years ago. No modern federal health agency says this is okay to do.
Oh, gosh.
And you know
Can't
what?
you just freeze them?
There was never any poisonings or issues with food contamination back in the 1930s.
They're like, you take your mixture of lead and asbestos.
Yeah.
Pour it on the eggs.
So there is a good chance that they could stay fresh for 2 years, or they could turn toxic and kill you. Nobody really knows.
You know what,
3 of
though?
them are green in that picture.
For a good deal on eggs, it might be worth it.
No.
The woman
Who's
does
coming
say.
over for a scramble this weekend?
The woman
not even
says
scrambled.
it works best when the eggs are hot and fresh out the chicken's buttocks.
Okay.
So we do
I don't
know
think
that.
the eggs don't come out of the buttocks. Just
They don't?
FYI.
They come out of the mouth?
No, there's other areas down there.
Oh.
It's not the butt that they're coming out of.
Oh, maybe we'll learn more about it on our next edition of
TikTok Click Shock!
Those were your stories for the day. Got your phone tab coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Win! Brooks! Box!
We've got a return player, Kevin, on the phone with us today, who's played you 8 times
Whoa,
before.
Kevin.
But we've got to be quick about this because
Yes.
he's currently headed to Canada to watch his daughter's hockey team compete.
Oh, that's right.
So, wait,
Yeah.
Kevin, what's the name of your daughter's team?
The Junior Kraken 12U girls.
That's right.
The Junior Kraken. And Brooke, what's the name of your daughter's softball team so we can pit the two against each other?
Yeah, they're very similar sports, Jeff. It totally makes sense. Let's go Diamonds.
All right, so today it's the battle of the Junior Krakens versus the Diamonds. Who is going to come out on top?
I would like that combined sport.
Softball and ice? Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did the Winter Classic in the baseball field, right?
Yeah,
Why don't they just keep the ice on there?
Exactly.
True. Just leave the ice there.
All
I used
right.
to play broom ball. That's not the same, though, is it?
Like
No.
That's its
Broom
own
ball is
sport.
like hockey without shoes on. You just wear tennis shoes
Yeah,
on
it's
the
poor
ice.
people hockey. We know. So let's
fall a lot.
remember, he's in a rush to get up to Canada. So
I thought
let's
we were going to discuss longer.
we can
I do
discuss
have
that.
a Nexus pass, though, so I think I should be able to get in quick.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Well, we're still ready to get to the game here. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat her outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Good luck. Your time starts now. On this day during the 2022 Oscars, who did Will Smith slap on stage?
Chris Rock.
What is the most common state bird in America? Cardinal, robin, or western meadowlark?
Cardinal.
Name the company who made gaming systems such as the Genesis and Dreamcast.
Sega.
What street sign consists of a yellow circle with 2 R's on it?
Railroad crossing.
In what decade did seatbelts become a required part of automobile safety in the U.S.?
80s.
Name the actor who played Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford.
Nice.
Kevin came prepared to
Ooh.
compete just like
Junior
your dog.
Kraken. Way to go.
Go Kraken!
Representing. So
Hold on, Brooke. There's no fighting in this new sport we made up before you throw your gloves down and swing at Kevin.
There's no fighting in baseball hockey?
Not in soft hockey ball.
In soft hockey ball.
Although there is verbal spatting because according to our producer, Kevin said he feel like he could beat you because you guys are in the same exact age category.
Oh, so like in the playground, you used to be able
You
to fight each
mean
other.
people who look like they're 30? Is that our age
Exactly.
category?
That's exactly what it is.
Yep,
Oh.
I love our age category.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Being so polite to
I'm not
each
going
other.
25 anymore, right? And be more realistic with 30.
Yeah.
You sound like my wife.
Yeah.
Everybody here looks great for their age.
Except for me,
Anyway,
I'm tired.
Brooke, are you ready? It's your
Yes.
turn. Your time starts now. On this day during the 2022 Oscars, who did Will Smith slap on stage?
Chris Rock.
What's the most common state bird in America? Cardinal, robin, or western meadowlark?
Robin.
Name the company who made gaming systems such as the Genesis and Dreamcast.
Nintendo? No, Sega.
What street sign consists of a yellow circle with 2 R's on it?
Railroad.
In what decade did seatbelts? In what decade did seatbelts become a required part of automobile safety in the U.S.?
70s.
That's all the time that we have. It's time to go to the scoreboard to see how you both did with Jose.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Bolaños.
That's why I always lie. Kevin, you got 5 in a row today, bro. Well, not in a row, but you got 5.
Okay.
That's impressive,
It was
my
a
man.
good game. And Brooke.
Oh, I'm throwing my gloves off right now. Let's go, Kevin.
Start the fight. Brooke only got 3.
Kevin! I'm pummeling you right now. I'm on top of it. Kevin, I got you.
Light the lamp.
Skibbity, stick my wristlet, you skibbity, skibbity toilet.
Do we have to beat that out?
Probably.
He said skibbity a bunch of times.
Don't start with Kevin. He will take you out. But in the Diamonds versus the Junior Kraken, Junior
man.
Kraken come out on top.
Let's go.
Let's go over the answers for everybody. On this day during the 2022 Oscars, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock right across the face. Most common state bird in America would be the cardinal in 7 different states.
Wow.
Meadowlark is 5. Robin only has 3 states.
Wow, I picked the real loser of the bunch.
Sure did. The company who made gaming systems like the Genesis and Dreamcast would be Sega.
Did give you that.
Sega. The street sign with a yellow circle and 2 R's is railroad crossing. The decade seatbelts became a required part of automobile safety was in the 1960s.
Oh.
And you didn't even get to this question, Brooke. Indiana Jones was famously played by actor Harrison Ford. So, Kevin, congratulations. You
Thank
beat
you.
Brooke.
Wow.
You get $100. And just for playing, you also get a pair of tickets to see Potted Potter at the Moore Theater.
Ooh.
The unauthorized Harry experience condenses all 7 Harry Potter books into a hilarious show that'll make you roar with laughter.
Wow, that sounds magical. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is.
All right, Kevin, what do you bring in to the team during this next tournament for your daughter?
Yeah, I'm actually a photographer, so I take like hundreds of photos of them during the game, and then I'll edit them and send them out to the parents and stuff.
Oh,
so.
man.
You're a great guy.
You're officially the favorite parent.
Yeah.
You don't have to volunteer for any other roles, do you?
That's exactly. Well, I'm also assistant coach, but yeah.
Look at you doing the most. I love it.
Congratulations on the win. Come back and play again soon, okay?
Thanks so much.
And we'll be back to the Winbrooks Bucks. Same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.